All right, and we're back. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. I am back on my feet again. Thankfully, after a horrifying virus that I had over the weekend. Hello, Dennis. How are you, sir? Welcome back. Thanks for dropping in on us. Dennis from Cavite. Mr. Jim Schultz, how are you, sir? Thank you for joining. How goes it, Jim? Merc 3, all right. Rory Thomas. Yes, sir. Rory from Cebu, Merc 3, Northern Michigan. How's everybody doing? So glad to see you guys back in the chat. Thanks for coming back. Before I start telling any stories, I'll wait till a few more people get in so we don't have to repeat it. But yes, I did miss the Friday chat. I wasn't even... I was just going to throw a short 1-minute video up to explain what had happened, and I couldn't even do that. I was so sick. My God. Unbelievable. Glad to see everybody back. Thanks for coming in. Melanie and I spent our morning filming a channel trailer, which we had a lot of fun doing. Something our channel has never had is a trailer. And Virginia in the house. Edward, how are you? Okay, Roy. Yeah. Bring him on in. I should probably meet this guy, huh? If he's here in North Caloocan. I mean, it's big, but very small city. So we should probably try and hook up sometime. I'm always anxious to meet English-speaking people. People who speak fluently and understand English fluently. So rare here. Okay, Rory, how do you know this guy? Is he a friend from school, somebody you met on Facebook, or how do you know this guy in North Caloocan? All right, 3 minutes in and we got 10 people. Philo in the Philippines is cranking, baby. Never heard a Marine speak English. Okay, Jim. Clayton Stanley, good morning. How are you, sir? Thanks for joining the chat. Good to see everybody back. Thanks for coming back. We don't talk to millennials if you want English spoken and understood fluently. Ah, Bagong Silong Phase 1. Okay, yeah. That's still pretty close to where I'm at. Melanie's sister is in Phase 9. So for those of you that follow the channel, when we did that motorbike ride over to Phase 9, Phase 1 is... actually, I need to look that up. Hold on a second. Let me have a look real quick on Google Maps. Bagong Silang. Oh, ANG. Phase 1. Okay, Phase 1 Health Center. That'd probably be Bagong Silong Phase 1 Health Center. Okay, yeah, that's... yeah, super close. It's not walkable, but it's pretty damn close. Tough area. Hey, Shirley, how are you? That's a tough area to live in, man. That Bagong Silang. There's parts of that ah. Hey, Clayton, your neighbors are burning trash, huh? Yeah, Roy, that's a tough area to live in, man. I tell you what. It's not so 18 people, 5 minutes in. Thanks so much, guys, for joining the chat. Wow. Rory, if you did, just take the clothes down and the sun will come out. We have to, sometimes we have to run to the backyard and move all the clothes into the videoke room because we've got rebar. We had the rebar installed inside the videoke room so we can hang the laundry in there. Because when it rains here, it's not like you get a chance. It just all of a sudden dumps. It's not like you feel a few sprinkles, and you guys know how it is. Those of you that live here, if you don't get out there and move those clothes in a hurry, you may as well just let them get wet because they get wet so quickly. Yeah, that's basically what we did, Rory. And then we actually did it really nice. We put tile floors in there, and you guys have seen it. We actually. Lumi Henderson, good morning, Philo from Maryland, USA. Our home in Philippines, close to where you live, there in Caloocan. All right. Mary Home Subdivision is Zabarte Road, close to the animal. Oh yeah, I know right where you're talking about. That's the animal clinic where we take the dog. Melanie will be in just a moment. Okay, Melanie is joining the live chat. Hang on there, Lumi. Thanks for joining the chat, Lumi. We just did a vlog on the Fortuno Animal Clinic. That's where we take Maddie, our little Maddie. I know right where you're talking about. Do you guys go to that food court there? What's it called? Our food court's called the Hangout down here where we live. Yours is called the Hub, I think. The food court is called the Hub. Is that thing still open? And Kevin Wallace, good morning. How are you, sir? Good morning, all. Just been cleaning up my house. Nearly burned it down. Insurance job. Thank goodness. Oh, Kevin had a house fire. Yeah, this is hello, Shirley. This is like an expat tuxedo here. It's standard issue, right? Standard issue for expats from cash sales. When you graduate expat boot camp, you get like 100 of these. Expat Philippines boot camp. Merc 3, okay. Black shorts, gray shorts. Yeah. Get the handkerchiefs. You got to have, your standard issue of wife beaters in white and assorted colors, because you got to look good out there. Actually, Rory, I rarely ever wear a shirt, ever. Very rare for me to even put a shirt on. Unless I'm going over to Sorry Sorry or something, or, I don't want to scare people with my man boobies. Yeah, Melanie found some blue ones, some green ones. I've got a couple of different ones going on. Yeah, blue jeans are a no-go unless you're going to a nightclub or something and you're out at nighttime. Blue jeans are a definite no-go, especially blue jeans from the USA, the good ones that are really thick, the super thick cotton blue jeans, like they're Levi's or Lee's. Merc 3, go change clothes, baby. Yeah, I have some. I have some long pants, but they're zip outs. You can turn them into shorts, and they're really super lightweight. They're breathable. And the only time I would wear them is on the motorbike. On the motorbike, baby. Because with that wind hitting you, it's not so hot, when you've got that wind constantly hitting you. But I mean, just to be out anywhere in the Philippines in long pants, I mean, you're asking for it. I never understood the no shirt thing until I became a resident. I used to think it was so funny. A lot of my friends that I knew who lived here, who may have been, female, whatever, but married expats, and all of their pictures on Facebook, their husbands aren't wearing shirts. I always thought it was so funny. And, now that I'm here, I understand. Oh, okay. Yeah. Swiss Tech. And, okay, yeah. Hot and humid, the boys need air. That's right, Merc. Yeah, it's just, sometimes it's just so hot here. My God. So this morning we saw what is it called? Kind of like a kimono dragon in the river, swimming up the river. I mean, this guy was 3 foot long, probably. He was big. And he comes out of the river and he's kind of sitting on the rocks there and he just crawls up the side of the rocks. And I'm thinking, oh, man, I hope he doesn't visit us because he'd give Maddie a real run for her money, Yeah. Monitor lizards. Yeah. This sucker was big. Yeah, Rory, that a lot of that breathable stuff, even the pants that I have, are pretty expensive. 45 to 50 bucks a pair. But there's my lovely wife. But they'll last you a lifetime. They will last you a virtual lifetime because they're so high quality. The boys were just asking for you.
Melanie.
I try to forget military days. Clayton Stanley says the tails on those lizards are good eating. Yeah. Darting across the road while driving my motor. Yeah.
Hi, Shirley.
Dubai Shirley in the house, baby.
Walmart for the Swiss.
Melanie knows how to. Melanie knows.
It's done.
Jim Schultz says good morning.
The Walmart thing.
Rory's talking about the lightweight pants at
Sure.
Walmart.
I'm not sharp.
David learned. We have, thanks for that question. We have discontinued the barbecue stand. There's just not enough money in it.
Yeah, it's too much.
Too much work for too little money.
And also my helper, he already got a job.
Yeah. The actual helper that we had running the stand went and got a real job, working in a factory.
Mm-mm.
Did you see Shirley's comment there?
Yes, it's masarap pancit canton.
Oh,
She said that it's her favorite, diba?
yeah,
Pancit canton.
yeah. Yeah, those are fun to make because you shoot the whole video right there in the kitchen inside of a half an hour, and you've got something to upload. So it's very little editing involved. And yeah, David, we've
Rory Thomas, my sister-in-law closed her food shop down to too many
Yeah.
hours and not enough. Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
You need to make it more cheaper so there's a lot of people gonna buy it. But you need to think of your expenses also.
yeah,
Because every Pinoy here looking for the cheapest one. If they find the cheapest one, they're gonna buy it.
yeah,
I think it's not the same in the US that even it's expensive but it's so delicious, you're gonna buy it. Here, even it's not really delicious, as long as it's super cheap, that's the one we choose lang to buy.
Well, Clayton, if we could turn the subtitles on in English, we'd do that for you, but I don't think we can do that.
Mercury 3, dahil sa'yo daw cook pancit in a few days, sarap yan. Yes! It's good and it's healthy foods. There's a lot of vegetables on it.
Yeah. Yeah, Roy, it's true.
A lot of noise here at my house. Got people working on the roof and doing some measuring in the kitchen. Kind of hard to follow along.
Okay, the jeepney. We went to look at the jeepney, as you saw in the video, and the problem with the jeepney is the lady couldn't produce any paperwork for the registration.
Yeah.
And she got pretty nervous when I asked her about current registration for the Jeep.
Yeah, because the Pilo just noticed it that it's not the same plate number on the registration and also on the jeepney.
Yeah, the registration paperwork that she had did not match the license plate on the jeepney. And when I asked her about it, when I called her on it, she got a little bit nervous and she kept pointing at the registration saying, no, this is it right here. This is it right here. And I said, no, it's not. I told her, look at the plate number on the registration that you have. It does not match the jeepney. And that combined with the fact that all of a sudden the price went up 75,000 pesos when I showed up.
From 300,000 goes into 375,000.
Yeah, she changed the price to 375. We were told beforehand it was 300, which we're sure was probably the correct price. That was the Filipino price. That combined with a few other things that didn't match up, and we just said, okay,
Yeah,
bye-bye.
Price.
It's the expat price. Yeah, she
Because she saw the bald foreigner.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was very nice to her, Roy, actually. I was very diplomatic about it. I just asked her,
Mercury said the box said private, did not seem registered to our group.
Yeah.
Just put a sidecar on your bike.
Yeah, it's not recommended for my motorcycle, Jim, but I do still want a trike for some reason. We might end up buying a trike. Hey, Rain Man. What's up, mofo?
Have you seen the new 2019 Suzuki?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's really cool.
It's Lagoon. You have egg down, egghead,
Oh, very funny.
Mercury.
See how you treat me when Melanie shows up? Oh.
Suzuki 4x4. Get 40 miles to cut. What's that? It's
Yeah, but you know what, Rain Man? That thing is expensive. It's one of the most expensive Suzukis, I think. Actually, I've got the actual price list right here. We were at the mall the other day, and I got the official Suzuki from the salesperson there.
it's not a motor.
And the Jimmy is the manual transmission is 910,000, and
4x4.
the automatic transmission is 965. So it's almost 20,000 USD. Yeah. Did you get that, Rain Man?
How much is it now?
910,000 for the manual transmission.
Bob Dylan, I will ship my what's that?
Mercury, or no, Buick to the Philippines if I went. Yeah, that's a bad idea, Bob. They hit you with so much import tax. It's not worth it. You could buy a car here for less money probably than what you'd have to pay. Hello, MRJL. He's in Baguio. How are you, sir?
Say hi to Baguio.
Yeah, Rainman, I was surprised. I thought it would be a little more affordable considering the size of it. It's a very small vehicle, so yeah. We like the APV van, the Suzuki van. Yeah, hey, Roy, what year is that? Thanks, Mercury. Here's a red horse.
Are you happy? Melanie, are you happy being married to American? Yes, I am. It's right there.
How far behind are we? Oh, there we go.
From Jim.
We're okay. Yeah, you can get a Hilux. There's a lot of really good cars, you guys, here for around 17, between 15 and 17,000, which you can't do in the U.S. anywhere. But there's a lot of really great cars at that price.
Rory said, "Good luck getting parts of a Buick."
Yeah.
2018.
A Buick. Yeah, you really are better off just buying something here. Cars here are so cheap.
Yeah. So it's easy for you to get the parts.
Yeah.
If you need it.
And Suzuki is one of the, actually, you guys won't believe this. It's not the case in the U.S., but Suzuki is one of the most popular makes here in the Philippines. So many people drive them. Oh, you've been there for 2 weeks. Well, obviously you were there in the last chat too. We were here on last Tuesday, I think, chatting.
The Multicam is brand new.
Oh.
309. Okay.
That was funny because I was on the Mitsubishi website, the Mitsubishi Philippines website, and I couldn't find an L300. What they had was an L200 on there. But they didn't have an L300 listed. So I was wondering if the L300 had been discontinued and the L200 took its place, or I don't know.
Regularly, the Ducati you showed the other day was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a monster. Ducati Monster. Sweet bike.
MJ said, "No, I will be in Baguio."
Yeah.
He will be in Baguio.
Yeah.
When?
No, he's there now. Oh, you will be.
Yeah, he will be now.
No.
I will be in Baguio.
Oh, okay.
For 2 weeks.
I thought you meant you're already there. When you said hello from Baguio, I thought that meant you were already there. Sorry.
coming in Baguio for 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, that is November already.
Oh, you are in Baguio. Okay, we're getting mixed messages here. Sorry. This is the size of a Scrum, much smaller, but still roomy enough for my big ass to drive.
Only sales standards.
Yeah.
Automatic.
Yeah.
The manual.
Clyde Seaside. Representing the lovely city of Adelaide.
Mercury.
Australia.
Baguio is beautiful. I never been there.
I've never been there either. We were very close. We were going to go, but I wonder why we didn't go. I don't know why we didn't go. We were right there. We were staying on the beach, and all we had to do was drive up the road.
We're in La Union.
Yeah, we were in La Union in the city of Bawang, which is right next to the access road.
Melanie, please cook buttered shrimp next time. Okay, I won't try.
HP, welcome to the chat. Clyde Seaside, welcome to the chat.
I'm gonna put that on my list. That buttered shrimp. Oh.
The Suburban, Jesus, that's a big car. MRJL, I will be in Angeles City. I don't know when. Soon.
You said on.
We've got a subscriber coming into town on the 10th of November.
Hi, Tom. From Texas. Yeehaw!
Tommy, welcome to the chat, buddy. Tommy comments on every video we do. Thanks for joining the chat, Tommy. Yeah, I'll probably be in Angeles from the 12th to the 16th. I don't know. I don't know yet.
Get a local neighbor. Just move in a process to visa. He has with 200 taho.
Merc3 says they just ate buttered shrimp last night. Masarap.
Wow, masarap.
Rain Man says he bought a used Lexus LX 570 last Saturday. 12 city and 18 highway. Ay.
Tommy, we're in Texas. Rory asked you.
Oh, yeah. MRJL, that's very possible.
Said they. MRJ said, let's break bread at my home.
That could be very possible. Yeah, the Lexus version of the Toyota Land Cruiser. I had a Toyota FJ Cruiser when they first came out.
Clyde said, like, hey, the actress in your new channel promo is good. The actor is not so much.
Oh. Boy, it's funny how everybody treats me when Melanie's on the channel.
Shrimp was on sale. Jumbo shrimp. $5. 2 LPS.
$5 for 2 pounds. That's pretty good. Of course, you're in Michigan, too.
My wife wanted me to ship my truck here, but I told her the Texas would be so high, it would be better to buy something here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, Clayton. Oh, Tommy. Your girlfriend lives in Caloocan. North or south? There's 2 Caloocans. We're in Caloocan North.
Yeah.
Which is more province. And then there's a Caloocan South that's right in the middle of Manila. It's very busy, very, very city-like.
I am from Corpus Christi.
Uncle Fester.
Clyde says, Rory, no Tom Cruise, but got Uncle Pastor.
Clyde's
Yes,
on me
sir.
today.
Michigan is far from the ocean.
Yeah. Clyde, did you use Melanie's recipe to finish out your pork flat noodle dish, or you just got an idea from her from that? Okay.
She lives south of Caloocan.
Caloocan South. Yeah. That's a busy place. We just did a video on Caloocan South. We had to go down there to the Registry of Deeds to get the Scott V. Hello from Texas. Boy, Texas is just dominating the chat today. Welcome to the chat, Scott V. Clyde used your recipe yesterday. Shortly after watching it, I think.
Maybe he loved gulay.
Now, did you add vegetables to your dish, Clyde? Carrots and green beans? Oh, diba? Yeah, Tommy, that's a very busy place. But if you are a motorcycle rider, that's where you got to go to get all the good parts.
2 acre?
2-acre lot on Loop 323 for sale. Rory's drinking water, and Merc 3 is drinking Long Island iced teas. Oh, are you really? Oh, yeah, it's 10:30 there. $180 Golden Boy. Welcome to the chat.
Like, of course, carrots, cauliflower, and broccoli. Are
All
you
right.
making chop suey?
Now, Clyde had pork flat noodles, right, Clyde? Pork strips, flat noodles, carrots, cauliflower, and carrots, blah, 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 blah. Cauliflower and broccoli. Ooh, broccoli. We like broccoli, but it's not something that's
You can find it.
readily available here.
So pressed? No.
Robert Jacobson, hello. Welcome to the chat. Golden Boy, 3:30 in the morning there. Wow. You're a trooper. UK, thanks for joining the chat, Golden Boy, at such a late hour. We're happy to see you here. Robert Jacobson, welcome back. Yeah, Rory, our original plan was just to go on Fridays for the chat, but then we missed last Friday, so we decided to chat today. Okay? And then I'll decide before the end of today whether we're going to make it Tuesday or Friday. But we want to get it down to one day so I can get back to working out. What do broccoli and carrot seeds look like? Good question. We don't know. We're not growing broccoli or carrots.
Is there any seeds for carrots? I don't know.
Small and wilted in the Philippines. Yeah, that's right, Mark 3. Scott V says he'll take the beer. When are watermelons and mangoes in season? We have a giant mango tree in the backyard.
Mango is always on summertime.
March, April, May
Yeah.
is for the mangoes. They just fall. I mean, you got to be careful back there. You'll get knocked out by a mango because the tree, well, you guys have seen it in the videos. The tree is massive, and you really have to be careful. The neighbor has one, a mango tree that kind of sits over their house, and it hits the tin roof and scares the shit out of you sometimes. Golden Boy, we're not sure that I had, we don't really know if I had food poisoning. We're only assuming that's what it was.
Maybe it's something on the tummy.
Tommy Vincent, 9:40 p.m. Okay, so you must be Central USA somewhere. It's 7:30 in California, 10:30 in New York. You must be somewhere in between those two places. Curtis Gadd, welcome to the chat. Ah, banana trees in Texas. Yeah. Jim says a lady was killed in Florida by a falling coconut.
Maybe it's at this pep shop.
There have been a lot of people killed in Thailand from falling coconuts. Rory, I took my son for a haircut Thursday night, last Thursday, obviously. We had a couple of barbecue sticks when we left the barber. And he didn't get sick. I did. And we think that's what it was. We're not exactly sure, but man, I could not hold any type of food down. I was vomiting. I vomited every ounce of liquid that was inside my body on three different times during the day. The morning, the midday, and then again in the evening. Clyde Seaside, yes, the Ladyboy Barber is the one that did my son's hair. It was after 6 p.m., I think, and he or she is like the only one that is open at that time. Jim Schultz, do I have an American CR? Yes and no. Our toilet is not flushable, but we have a giant CR. It's really, really big, and it's nice. But the toilet is not flushable. We have to use what's called a tabot. Actually, it's on my GoPro, Clyde. I just haven't taken a look at it yet because it was so dark. I don't think it's going to come out. I might have to do a daytime thing there, just so you guys can get a look at this guy or girl. Some places you do, Jim, get a massage with a haircut. This one, no. Just a really cheap 50 peso haircut. Cheap but effective. Golden Boy liked the boulaloo, the meat and vegetable stew. Yeah, that's boulaloo, Golden Boy. It's very delicious. I'm assuming MRJL, you've got a really nice house, from what you've told me. We live a very typical Filipino life here. I would say a little more upper scale Filipino, but definitely not a Western lifestyle. Merc 3, your wife will not let you eat street food? Yeah. I've never been sick. It's the first time ever. And we're talking a very long time. I've been coming to the Philippines since 1985. I've never been sick from street food. So if that's what caused it, and I think it was, I don't know what it was, man, but it was nasty. My God, I've never felt so bad. I thought for sure that we were on our way to the hospital. It was that serious. It hurt just to even blink. I felt so bad. Clyde, I don't think there's any waxing going on there. Yeah, Clayton. No, it's okay. It's not frozen, Rory. I'm just trying to catch up. I think I got a little bit behind. Clayton says the last time we came here, I had my CR to be Americanized. All right, good. Tommy says it looks quite different in Caloocan than other places there. Yeah, a lot of people have told me that from the walkarounds or the moto vlog that I do. We are, like I've said, right at the edge of the city, so we can walk to nothing from our house very quickly, wide open spaces. It's really neat. Merc 3 says that in Iloilo, he had a concrete shitter with bamboo walls and no door. Drop and go before the in-laws come home. Clayton says he was tired of cold showers and the bucket to flush the toilet. I don't know. It just doesn't bother me. It's just no big deal. I don't know. I guess I'm a very simple person. I just don't need much. So I would have to spend quite a bit of money to live the same lifestyle I had in the USA if I wanted to live that here. And I'm not willing to do that. So I'm in no position to do that. So I don't have a choice. Golden boy, yeah, that's a good idea. As far as boiling the meat, although standard cooking should get rid of any bacteria, but yeah, Clyde, you just don't know, Yeah. What type of food were you eating there, Clyde, where you got sick? What type of restaurant was that? Maybe the street food was cooked left-handed. Tommy Vincent, really? Your dad was here during, I guess it would have to be World War II you're talking about. Yeah, MRJL, North Caloocan is definitely the place to live. I've showcased a couple of homes here that are just absolutely beautiful. And there's a lot of still wide open spaces with lots where you could buy a lot and you wouldn't have a neighbor anywhere around you. Clayton Stanley, wait till you're 65 or so. Yeah. Maybe once I'm a little bit older in life, I'm collecting my American Social Security and I've got more money to spend. I'll be a little more, it's just not a big deal to me. I got used to it. The water that comes out of our tap here is not really that cold. So sometimes it's warm, the water out of the tap. So are you the 6'2" bald naked guy, Roy? Well, Clyde. Okay, Tommy. World War II. That's what I thought. Nothing wrong with a bum gun. Golden boy, the gate that you mentioned at the start of your complex. You mentioned it closes 12 to 4. If I lived in such a place, would this mean you're effectively locked out after those hours? You know what, Golden boy? We are rarely out after the hour of midnight. Rarely ever. It would really never be an issue. Although we have been out a couple of times, you could be locked out. Yeah. You could be locked out of your subdivision. Now, for us, that would just mean parking the motorbike at the gate and walking in. It wouldn't be a big deal. We just couldn't ride the motorbike in. You know what I mean? We'd have to walk the last 1/4 of a kilometer or whatever it is to the house. It's no big deal. Yeah, I saw that, Golden Boy, that you asked. And the gates are random. Ours has never been closed since I lived here. Oh, my ear just popped. That's nice. What happened to that huge house that was vacant? You had it on a video about 6 months ago. Shit, which one was that? It's probably still vacant, Jim, if it's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, Jim, some places you go, yeah, the CRs are less than desirable, let's say, is probably a good way to put it. Ours is massive. It really is. It's super big. We've got a shower head on the wall. It's really big. It's a giant CR. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. In a Filipino house, that is. Okay, Clayton, thanks for joining the chat. Paper between my fingers and brown eye to be happy. Wet wipes. Rory Thomas, the curfew should not apply to kids who are with their parents. The curfew should only apply to kids who are out on their own. If a child is out with you, it shouldn't be a problem. Tim Sheets, what's up, buddy? Yeah, the speed bumps are quite plentiful. That's true, buddy. And if the motorbike happens to be low on air in one of the tires, then it's scraping. Especially if I've got my daughter on the back of the bike. She's a big girl. Golden Boy, I have heard that too. I just don't know anything about it. Sorry. It sounds neat, though. I'm sure one of those shows will, there's those different shows that come up. Gold hunters and oil hunters, and I'm sure somebody will do a show on it. Taking a dump is quite an adventure. Better use the backyard marine style. Tommy Vincent said that his dad's unit in World War II was searching in caves. Yeah, I also saw that on a documentary here on Netflix. I don't remember which one it was. Oh, I got you, Roy. Yeah. There's curfews around here, too.
10 p.m. 10 p.m. lang.
Melanie says that, 10 p.m. is the curfew here as well. Oh, the girls are back.
Say hi, Maddie. Say hi, Maddie. Say hi to them.
Maddie, say hello to your subscribers. Hello. Hello. Rory Thomas says we need to start a show called Ladyboy Hunters. Clyde Seaside, I think you joined after we talked about that, but there was no paperwork. The lady did not have identifiable paperwork, registration for the jeepney. And she bumped the price up 75,000 pesos when she saw me. So we passed on it. We didn't like it.
Hay ulam daw. You call Madi ulam? Mercury? Hay ulam.
Yeah, Japanese gold in the Philippines. Yeah, I don't know if that was it or if it was. There's so many shows on Netflix. Does that dog speak English? We're teaching her both languages, Jim.
Yes, part.
Tagalog and English. Fed up, how are you? Welcome to the chat.
I know that we need to do a show
About ladyboys for Merc 3.
You want ladyboys? I have friends.
Yeah, Clyde, she got really nervous. She showed us the registration for the Jeepney, and the plates on her registration didn't match the Jeepney's. So when I called her on it, she got really nervous, and she kept pointing to the registration that she was showing me, saying, this is it. This is the actual registration. And I was telling her, no, that can't be because the plate number does not match. And she insisted that was it. And Melanie and I shook her hand and said, thank you for your time. And we left.
No paperwork. I ran into with 2 houses, so I gave up.
Yeah.
Same on the houses.
Yeah. You have to be careful here. Was the pan set masarap? Opo.
Yes, it's masarap. Thailand has so many ladyboys.
Yeah.
Opo.
Thailand is the home of the ladyboy, I think.
Yeah, some of the ladyboy here just go to Thailand for the what's that dance?
The surgery.
The surgery.
Yeah.
Jeepney, too good to be true. Oh.
Yeah. We were just checking it out. We didn't make any
What's that?
when I tapped the table.
Just now my wife ran to the door thinking someone was knocking.
Like this?
Mercury, I only look for ladyboys for you because you keep
Accosting me.
no means no, Rory.
No means no, Rory.
What happened to a ladyboy when they get old?
They become a barber or a
Yeah.
hairstylist.
They're working at the salon. Give you a haircut and some massage.
Buga
On
Street
your
in Singapore.
shoulders.
Clyde C said, I've never been there, but I've been to Thailand many times. And if there's some place that has more ladyboys than Thailand, I can't. It's hard to imagine, really.
Mercury, your mouth said no, but your body said babe. Tao po, pabili po. Yeah, that's knocking. Knocking on Sari-Sari store. Pabili,
Pabili
Red
po.
Horse.
Pabili po. Golden Boy says, I have no problem with ladyboys as I see them as human beings. Been Thailand 6 times in the last 3 years and always get the stereotypical comments, jokes from certain friends. Oh. Yes. Don't be a hater.
Yeah, you're still a human. If someone wants to be happy, let them be.
That's right. Let them be happy.
That's the way they want. That's the way they want to live.
Very large buffet, like only fresh baked rolls and buns. Rory. Boy, Merc 3 and Rory are going back and forth here.
Yeah. That's something about Ladyboy and the buffet.
We're taking a trip next week, probably.
Is there anything new in the neighborhood there?
Other than maybe a coffee shop or something of that nature, no. Same old, fed up.
When I was there, the ladyboys hung out by the Air Force's base. Air Force base. They like, ano,
In Clark, you mean? Clark Airfield? Clark Air Base? In Angeles?
how much left now? They're going back later.
What's that?
Mama is out now.
She left already?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But she's coming back later.
She's only here for a short visit?
Just need money lang. For Baylor.
Oh. Yeah, Golden Boy, I have never been to. Okay. Wow. 5 kilometers to find a toilet? 3.5 hours north of me, so that's got to be all the way at the very tip of Luzon. I mean, I can get to Baguio in 3.5 hours from here. Yeah, Jim Schultz. Yeah, Clark was. There's still no Ladyboys in Subic. Subic is a much smaller venue than Angeles City. Subic is a lot more laid back. The girls that work in Subic actually live in Subic. They're not from the province. They're not from, Samar or Leyte or somewhere south in Mindanao. All of those girls go to Angeles. Most of the girls that work in Subic, they live right down the street, or they live right there in town. Sorry. Coffee is where I park. Yeah, fed up. I'm going to do a video on a really cool little coffee shop that I found here that somebody opened up. I'm hoping to get an interview with the owner. Merc 3, yeah, the last video, the river is very low. We haven't had much rain lately. You should see it now. It's really, really low. Yeah, Clyde. I was just talking to Eric the other day. Wow, they can go all the way to. Well, it's not that far, really. It's not that far from where he lives to SM North. But 45 pesos is a good deal. MRJL, your father was in the Battle of Bataan. Nice. Yeah, that's true, Merc 3. The travel depends on what time of day you go. I'm only judging it based on our trip up to La Union. We were up there in a couple of hours. There's no problem. You got to remember, though, we've got the NLEX here, too. We've got a toll road. So the toll road makes all the difference. Jim Schultz, I don't know any ladyboys. I used to know one a few years back, but I don't know any right now. But, it could be very controversial. I did find an expat once who was living in, I don't know where he was living, but he was very open about having a ladyboy wife or partner. He's very open on YouTube about it. And I don't remember the channel name. I ran across his channel a while back. I don't remember. Rory says, this is the only YouTube show I watch now. I get notice of everyone else, but don't tune in anymore. I just lost interest in their channel. This is more of what I care for the open chat. Oh, thanks, Rory. Yeah, and I'm not doing anything but sitting here, so that's a great compliment to me. I'm surprised anybody's here at all, so thanks for that. Golden Boy says, I heard somewhere recently that according to Forbes magazine, Dumageddon is the 4th most popular place in the world to retire. That's probably very true. There's a lot of expats in Dumageddon. I would say that's very true, and I have read at one time that it was even higher, maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
But we never been there.
Never been to Dumageddon. Would like to go. Would like to check it out.
Yeah, it's better to go first.
Clyde Seaside says, if you want a Ladyboy interview, go watch JLB. I would imagine JLB has probably interviewed a Ladyboy, I'm sure.
Is that speaking of W2?
Wow. Golden Boy has a father or a grandfather that was in the Death March of Bataan and survived it.
This is like sitting, drinking beer.
Just shooting the breeze.
Thank you, Golden Boy.
Your wife is very beautiful. Yes, she is.
Not Dumaguete. I could live in Doma very what's that? Dumaguete.
Dumageddon, yeah. I would be more inclined to move up a little north of there to Valencia, I think.
Golden Boy said he passed away in 1983.
Oh, okay.
I'm 2 years old.
And Merc 3's grandfather fought on the Rhine River in World War II.
Shooting the breeze is good.
Shooting the breeze. We're shooting the breeze, baby. So you guys liked our channel trailer we did? It was fun making it.
Yeah. It's not easy.
It took like an hour and a half to do a 1-minute video.
Grandfather died in, what's that, WW2?
World War II concentration camp.
Broke his neck. Oh my God.
Oh, there you go.
Remembering heritage is important. Opo.
Yeah.
Especially if it's your family.
Yeah. Jim Schultz says he fought on McSagside Drive in Longapo. Me too.
I like the little intro video. Thank you, Rory. We're just trying.
Just trying, yeah. We never had one before, and that's one of the things that YouTube recommends is you have an introduction video, which we never did. And finally it's done. So
Mercury 3, not mine. They're yours. They're makulit lang. Rory and Mercury. Strong military families here. Yeah.
I like Jim Schultz's comment about fighting on McSayside and Longapo. Fighting the urge to go back to the ship, right? At 2 a.m.
Have any of you watched the 10-part documentary of the Vietnam War released recently? It was very good. Is that the one that you're watching?
I'm wondering, was that the one that was on Netflix, and it was done by not the BBC, but it was done by the U.S. What am I trying to say?
I argued my ex-wife before.
Is that combat related? Absolutely.
Yeah, in Netflix now.
Dennis Brunt gave us a thumbs up on our
Video.
introduction video. Dennis Zengavite.
Golden Boy said yes, it did. I think Netflix.
Yeah, I watched it. I think it was done by National Public Television in the U.S. I can't remember what it's called now. It was very good. Yeah, it took a long time to get through it because each series, each part was an hour and a half, or some of the parts were 2 hours, I think.
Good day, Bill and Melody from Slim Jim.
Hello, Slim Jim. Welcome to the chat, baby. Welcome to the chat.
I spent 2 years in Vietnam. I don't think I want to share. It's that Silver Pine.
Merc 3 says his grandfather killed 600 men because he was the cook.
Put some poison on it?
Welcome back, Clayton Stanley. Robert Leibold spent 2 years in Vietnam. I don't think I want to watch it. Yeah.
How many? What's that? Some Gordon Avenue. From Bed Up.
Gordon Avenue in Olongapo. I used to take the jeepney into Subic City.
The MRJ. Get you a Zello channel.
Get you a Zello channel. Yeah, we would get sick of Olongapo, and we'd get off the ship on Sunday morning, and we'd take the jeepney into Subic City. And
Clayton, me too. Slim Jim, what's up for discussions?
we are, as always, Slim Jim, we're all over the place, buddy. We are all over the place.
Oh, Jim has a bar?
Oh, Zello is live chat. Yeah, I've heard of Zello before.
Keep it up. My bar was Sunny on Gordon's.
Yeah, I saw that, Kevin Wallace.
Kamikaze.
We're going to go back over there probably in a couple of weeks. I'm going to see Brian and a couple of subscribers that are coming into town.
Rory, you is a bad boy. Mercury said so. I am a member of Cello, MRJ.
Oh, okay.
Mercury, I watched a documentary once about Moskills, supposed by a German soldier. It was one, what's that? Woman the gun overlooking on the beach.
Supposedly he killed hundreds. Yeah.
Jim, no didn't own it. Spend enough money there to buy it. Oh.
When I was stationed there, my wife and I rented a house in Subic City. Oh.
I think I remember Sunny was in the third floor. Thank you for the service, Robert. I spent 13 months in Iraq.
Merc 3.
That's Iraq. For Mercury. Muslims. I always felt awkward when people would tell me, thank you for your service. That's Rory Thomas. Slim Jim. If you don't play good in the sand, then you will have to go home.
Jim Schultz, Subic City is just a little Filipino town now. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. There's still a couple of bars there.
But usually it's a condo.
Yeah,
Condo and hotels, diba?
But-
That's all.
but the bars are still down in Barrio Barreto. The girly bars, anyway.
Mm.
Clyde says, if you think you've had some battles, you should try 10 years with my ex-wife. Yeah.
Wait,
We were just over there. If you guys look back, you guys that have all been to Subic, if you've seen the videos, great. But if you haven't, look down on our video list.
Golden Boy.
Melanie and I did some great videos on that
Do
area.
you sing karaoke in the Philippines, Philo?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. No, Clyde, 20 with my ex. My ex is worse than your ex. Ah!
Everybody has a
XX.
an ex-wife story.
When we would fly back from Iraq and hand in Baltimore, we would be in uniform and have a layover. Random people would walk up to you and say, "Thank you for your service."
Yeah,
It was kind of awkward.
I agree, Rory. When I hear that, even when I hear that from somebody, it's kind of weird. I guess I don't know. I don't know why, but it is kind of weird. I agree with you.
My ex-wife can beat up your ex-wife. Oh my God! Talking ex here?
Many memories in Subic on the beach there in the barrio. Yeah.
Mercury 3, 7 years with the Filipina and never an issue. Like with my Western wife. Oh, so you like Filipina talaga?
I took Melanie out to a floating bar there in the Barrio Bredo. She had never been on one before, and we had a good time there. It was really neat.
I got is it tequila? Ay, margarita, no?
Yeah, margarita,
I had margarita.
frozen margarita. It was delicious. I got scammed in court from my ex. MRJL is a Vietnam veteran.
My next wife will be a Filipina from Jim. Oh,
Oh, Delaga.
Mercury 3.
My next
Oh, yeah,
ex-wife
my ex.
is Aswang.
My ex has the one. Because it's Halloween.
Slim Jim has had 3 wives. He is the marriage expert.
Oh, talaga? What else? I'm on my first marriage on this 22 of October. We had our 13th anniversary, which is yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah, yesterday. Very nice, Rory. What did you guys do? Did you do something? Just stayed home and knocked one out?
All my ex live in Texas. MRJ said. Golden Boy, my plan is to arrive Philippines approx February or March. 3 months trip. Oh,
Very nice, Golden Boy.
it will be my first trip to the Philippines. First trip lang?
But he's a Thailand. He's a Thailand visitor, so he'll be a savvy Philippine visitor.
Look at that Clyde said. My ex was 4'11".
And her father taught her to box. Very entertaining. 4'11" and knew how to box.
Mercury 3. Opo, Pinay lang. And no, she's just a witch. From where?
Sikihor, the island of Sikihor.
Sorry, Thomas. We did laundry. I treated her to a phone. I treat and let her use a phone for 20 minutes.
Wow. Now that's romantic. Laundry and a Coke and 20 minutes worth of phone load. See there? He knows how to treat his wife.
Golden Boy. I'd say Filipino women are what? The most beautiful in the world. It helps.
That they speak very good
They
English
speak very
also. Yeah. Golden Boy, you're going to find that the good English part is not what you think it is, but you're right. There's some English there. This one speaks really good English, but they're not all like her, okay?
Okay, the mango margarita sounds good right now.
Yeah, it sure does.
Margarita lang.
Rory Thomas says lockdown.
I work for KBR in Iraq, and it's a Muslim area,
Lockheed Martin. Oh,
Afghanistan.
MRJL. Is a combat disabled vet. The U.S. Constitution protects disabled vets. Title 38.
She got a chance. Kayak and broken band.
Oh, that's
Could
good.
not touch the home. They are good.
Jim Schultz. I love the little expressions of the Filipinas.
What's that? Love you guys.
Yeah, Golden Boy, compared to Thai women in general, yeah, of course. But, you know,
Yeah, it's really hard there.
there's a widely believed myth that English is widely spoken in the Philippines, and that's not really the case. You'll find that out. You're going to be here long enough to find that out. Most tourists are not here long enough to figure that out. But
Mercury, I am the same thing as you. I am 90% going for 100.
they're talking about their like pension from the military.
I was at, what's that? MRJ. I was at what's that? Arjan?
RF John Kuwait and Camp Spelcher,
Iraq,
and Camp Warrior Iraq. Yeah.
English is widely understood in the Philippines.
And I wouldn't even say that, Clyde. I run into people who, you know, I've had some very strange exchanges here. I'll tell you that.
Maybe because there are some people that don't really want to speak English.
The culture is really, Filipinos are victims of their own culture. They're so shy to speak the language and make a mistake speaking it.
Even my mom doesn't speak it.
Yeah.
So open for feel.
Yeah.
You know?
Most of Melanie's family members won't even talk to me.
They're just talking to me first, and then just forwarded it to feel. Something like that.
There's very little communication between me and even most of my Filipino family. So
I don't know why they don't want to try it.
Yeah.
Because I know they can speak also.
It's very widely known that they're very, very shy to speak English here. They don't want to make a mistake. And
but if you go to the foreign spot, the places like Angeles,
Subic, the English is really good because they get a lot of practice. Yeah, Makati.
It's really good there because it's always foreigners coming there.
Yeah. The girls and people around those areas get a lot of practice speaking English. And a lot of the tourist destinations all over the Philippines are like that because they have so many tourists.
They will encounter foreigners every day.
Yeah.
Not just one. So we're getting used to it.
Where are we here?
Right here on.
Okay, Rory Thomas says, I have seen in the short time I have been here, I see they do not speak English as well as, as well as people think they do, right? Well,
they're just asking, going to need a trustworthy yaya, no any? What kind of yaya you want?
Yeah, you just never know, Fed Up. Clyde says, yeah, but the family not wanting to talk to you has nothing to do with their language barrier. Okay.
Yeah, I think. one of the
It's a very common thing in the Philippines, people not wanting to talk to me. So I
one
don't
of the reason is
I
I
don't
think
know how you classify it
as a
really.
Filipino, you really need to adjust because you're in your own country. You know,
Yeah,
maybe that's on their mind. Like, oh, why do I need to speak English? I'm in the Philippines,
right.
which we're using Tagalog here. So maybe they're just saying like, if we're going to the USA, of course we're gonna force ourselves to speak English because no one can understand. Some kind of like that.
Golden Boy, spend if you're going to be here for 3 months, spend some time in Manila. Do some research on Manila because that's where you're flying into, and have as much
Manila is
fun.
Cebu, Dumaguete Island.
I want to brush up on my Tagalog, not English. Yeah, fed up. We do try to teach a little Tagalog on the channel. What I need to do is probably do a complete recap of all the Tagalog phrases we've learned because I don't know how many I've done now, but probably need to do a recap for the new subscribers. Clyde says a lot of it is because we talk so fast. That's true. That's one part of it.
Yeah.
One of our cousins, cousin June, explained to me that Filipinos are very, very critical of one another, and they think that foreigners and Westerners are the same. That we're super, super critical.
Yeah,
That's
we're
why.
always looking for the accent or pronunciation.
Yeah, that's why they're afraid to speak English to us because they're afraid that we're going to criticize them on the way they're talking, and that would be a loss of face for them, which is a bad thing here. That's the way it was explained to me by one of our cousins, who is a very good English speaker, one of the few people who actually talks to me.
Rory, I was at Jollibee with the wife. I made the order in all English. The lady looked at my wife and repeated my order to her in Bisaya. So when I went to pay, I have the money to the other register. Alam mo English, wala. Sorry, I was going to give you $100. Didn't know that. Yeah, that is Mercury. And also, if they want to ask you something, that's was the time that they're going to speak English on you. But not all the time.
I would recommend learning as much Tagalog as you can because once you live here, unless you're going to live in a place where there's tons of foreigners, if you're going to be MRJL's neighbor, then you'll be fine there. You don't need any Tagalog in Angeles City.
And you have like 100% wife that has a lot of patience and try to explain it to you every time.
Where I live, there's no foreigners, and there's no, where I live is the real Philippines. So the English thing is not so good. Cleaning house and do the shopping, I'm disabled vet, and I love to go to the market, but don't know if I can anymore. So I need a little help. Okay. You shouldn't have any problem finding a little bit of help with that.
I did that to show how she just treated me as I was not there. She had a look like, no way. Oh, I say you are a snobber because of that. Rory?
Clayton Stanley says we use a lot of slang in our speech.
Yeah, sometimes I do Tagalglish.
Tagalglish.
Tagalglish is really helpful. Out of love and respect for my wife, I try hard to learn Tagalog and Kapampangan. It helps even just the basics. Yeah, you need to learn.
Yeah, a little bit of it goes a long, long way. And we're much more willing to speak Tagalog than they are to speak English. So you're better off just learning as much Tagalog as you can.
If you expect everyone to speak English for you, you should try to speak Tagalog also.
Yeah.
Just change it, What else?
I told my fiance's niece I would bring her to Australia for Christmas if her spoken English improved. Suddenly, she speaks English.
Others at trip. And next, I told my fiance That's the one. My stepson and wife can talk secret now.
Malaki mata.
Siya na. Bigay na daw.
Yeah.
American English has worse lang. I speak English sometimes. I wonder if I am fluent. Yeah.
When Aussies talk together, even Americans can't understand us. That's true.
The accent.
I like a hotel called the Orchid Inn in Angeles, and it's an Australian place. It's Australian owned, filled with Aussies. And I was having dinner there one night, and I'm just sitting at the bar trying to figure out what everybody's saying. But it was amusing. I find it very funny, the different accents. You know, they're speaking English, but MRJL speaks Tagalog, but
I speak
bad,
Tagalog bad,
but I try.
Me too. I speak English bad, but I try.
Your English is pretty good, honey.
That's what we need to do. Just try. Keep on trying.
Trying, yeah. Try more.
How hard it is for a Filipina to get tourist visa to the US? I think it's really hard, especially when you're applying a visa. You need to prove that you have your own house here with title.
Yeah, you have to have a title to a home. You've got to have a certain amount of money in a bank account. A tourist visa.
Money, you know.
Tourist visa is almost a no-go for a Filipino to the U.S. Almost a no-go. Although some have done it.
You need to prove that you have something here to come back, you know.
Yeah, it's very hard for a Filipino to get a travel visa, tourist visa to the U.S. Melanie, I did that to show how, without care, some Pinay can disrespect others. And when I reciprocate, it is taken as a slight.
I do try to speak Bisaya, but they act like they don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, I know. And I don't like that, Rory, but we can control anything, you know. Everything is, you know, just happen. We can tell them, like, you're so disrespectful, you know. It's not the thing here.
Golden Boy, is it easier for Filipinos to get visas to visit UK? Don't know anything about the UK. Sorry, Golden Boy. Don't know anything about the UK. If anybody can help out with Golden Boy's answer there, we do have some UK people in here. Marcos Chapa. I'm. What's that? Marcos Chapa. Hi, I am disabled veteran in the Navy. Another military guy.
27 years.
I'm 52 and have a stroke. I would like to know something. I become an expat in the Fort Bonifacio if I want to leave. If you want to, I'm not sure what you're saying, Marcos Chapa, but Global City, if that's what you're talking about. Global City is one of the nicest.
That's the Fort Bonifacio.
Global City is one of the nicest cities in the Philippines. It's like the USA.
But it began to be, you know, very expensive now.
If you are somebody that's in a wheelchair, that's where you'll have to live because it's the only place where they actually have working sidewalks that you can navigate. Clyde says, your English is very good, Mel.
Thank you, Clyde. Reda was born in Fall River, Mass, so my English is funny to some.
Massachusetts. Oh. Slim Jim says, we use words that have not been invented yet.
Yeah.
The only loser is the one that never tries. Yeah, that's true.
When we were in the US, I would stop a conversation with people to make sure my wife understood. And if not explain things to her, I do not get the same out from here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same, Rory. My family speaks Tagalog in front of me. I'm going to try to convince them maybe tonight at dinner to speak English so I know what's going on.
Sometimes I'm the one saying, oh, English, please.
Yeah. But it's very rare that I have any idea what's being said here in the house that I live in. MRJL's wife has a multi-entry visa to the USA.
That's good.
Rory Thomas says they also found that some of the locals understand Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially those Bisaya. Went up here and people behind me laughed their ass. hot here.
Good night, Robert Leibold. Thanks for joining us.
Sweet dreams. I think tourist visa for Filipinas are easier if they can prove they have a good reason to return to the Philippines, like a house or job. Yeah, like a house, job, or you have a business here.
Yeah, business would probably be the biggest thing. And
Mhm.
money in the bank, as a sizable fortune in the bank. You need to research how your mobility will be and how this will affect your daily life. Yeah. Yeah, I think he was asking about Global City. It's about the only place I could imagine in someone who's disabled living a halfway normal life. You could never do it here. You'd never be able to get around in a wheelchair here. It's in the Philippines has no Disabilities Act, like the U.S. does.
Slim Jim said, we currently just don't piss us off.
Just don't piss us off.
Rory, well, I don't care that Bisaya is spoken, but I use daily talking, but at least help me with conversation and speaking. Yeah, at least you should understand like 30% of what they're talking about. Is it possible for British to open Philippine bank account?
Who's that from?
From
Yeah,
Golden Boy.
you have to be here for 59 days, Golden Boy, and you have to have your ACR card issued to you. So
You need to have like 2 IDs,
yeah,
which is Philippine ID. Maybe you have driver's license and ACR card.
but you also have to have
That's enough.
You also have to have If you're only going to be here for 90 days, you won't be here long enough to get a bank account in the Philippines.
And you need to have a Filipina with you if you open an account.
It certainly helps.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fed Up. Let's see. We didn't get behind it. Where I am in a mobility scooter will be almost impossible to travel distances. Yeah. MRJL says we were married when my wife got her visa. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Fed Up. Hour and 32 in.
What is with rugby?
I don't know. I don't understand it.
Rugby is a solvent.
It's a solvent. No, honey, it's a sport. Melanie said that rugby is a solvent.
Yeah, we have rugby here in the hardware that you're going to stick your shoes.
You're going to do what?
You're gonna use like, if your shoes is the lapping lang.
So polish the shoes?
No, you just stick it like, it's almost the same on my tiban. The glue. It's almost like a glue.
It's a glue here.
But it's a solvent, like some of the kids was trying to snip it.
Ay, nako.
And they make it so high.
The price? Because the kids are sniffing it? Or you mean the kids get high?
Get high.
Oh, the kids get high?
Get high of that rugby.
Yeah, the Philippines is not set up for seniors. Greenbelt in Manila is good for
rugby-based people who can play football. It's a different talaga.
Yeah, rugby is for people who can't play football. Rugby's how do you describe rugby? I don't know. You remember a Super Bowl Sunday? Mm-hmm. It's like that, but it's a different version of that. Yeah, Roy Thomas says it's a shoe glue when the sole separates from the shoe.
Diba? Rugby boys are collective team for gangs of street children found in the Philippines. Yeah, and the rugby is the cheapest one that you can make. You can use to make yourself so high. That's why the boys can afford it.
Karam Soman, welcome to the chat. That was a funny comment you made there. He knows about the rugby boys. Bunch of glue sniffers.
Mercury 3. Mel, why does my wife get mad when I scold my stepson? If I am right, I want my son to grow up with a good chance.
Good question.
You can answer.
Yeah, you can. Give an honest Filipino view on that. Why does my wife get mad when I scold my stepson? If I am right, why am I wrong? I want my son to grow up with a good chance. Is it because you're not supposed to point out the fact that your son did something wrong?
Or maybe
culturally?
And also maybe it's good to talk to your son alone. It's just you and your son. It's kind of like that. Because for us, it's really more ashamed if you talk or if you do something in front of others, Just talk to your son and don't let your wife hear it.
There you go. Merc 3. Maybe, yeah. And that's probably really good advice. I've gone through the same thing here, with our son.
If you have a chance to be with your son and also, just
I'm trying to,
hold him.
and actually our son is turning a corner, I think. What do you think, Mama? Aaron Mark?
Mm-hmm.
He actually picked up a broom and started sweeping with me the other day. I was floored. But I think he's starting to get it. The things I'm trying to put into his head. Golden Boy, basketball is super popular here.
In Philippines.
Rory says that rugby is an Aussie knockoff of football. True. Merc 3, I played rugby with UK and South African soldiers. They are so serious.
Hell, in the Philippines.
Fix your shoes. Fed Up says, I'm a senior, but will be happy to live out my last days there. I'm a tough old guy. Me too, Fed Up.
The sport I'm decent in is darts. About the only sport where the fans are better than the participants. From Golden Boy. If I'm right, if he lies still or lazy, I am still bad. No, you're not, Mercury.
Tempo if you're lucky. Yeah.
It has a tempo.
Yeah, it's just hold on a second, Mercury. Let me catch up here. My wife, Rory Thomas says, my wife acts the same way. I've told her that when I talk with the kids, it's for a reason. I explain to them why and what is expected. Yeah.
Like you are saying, she is a bad parent. Always tell my wife, do not assume to know what I want or think. I will tell you. I talk to him, then he tells her that then I am the trouble. I am nice and kind. He tells there that I am in trouble. Come to it, I am not.
It's yeah. The only way that I can explain it, you guys. Now I've only been here almost a year, but yeah, Clyde, Brian Hatcher's not here. It's never ever a good idea to point out when somebody's done something wrong. They just don't take it very well here. It's not like we Westerners. We want to know that. That's something we want to know. If we're screwing up, we'd much prefer that somebody told us than to not tell us and let us keep screwing up. But here in the Philippines, it's the other way around. If somebody's screwing up, you don't want to tell them. So the behavior never changes.
And also, you didn't know that after that incident, after that happening, we as a mother, we're just talking our sons or the daughter, some kind of like that you've done something wrong, and we're trying to explain it, and you didn't hear it, and you didn't know.
Yeah.
We just try to convince them that there's something wrong that they're done. As a mother,
Yeah.
That's the way we are. So you're just thinking like your wife is just looking at the kids, not they don't. We are almost scared on the kids, not on you, on the husband. But you're wrong also because we didn't show it on you that we also want them to make a right one.
A right
So
choice.
a right choice or something. We are just there to explain. We just go into the room and then talk to them. That's the way we are. We're not just in the living room, yeah, because we are always thinking like it's not good to shame people
Right.
in front of others.
Right. That's the best explanation.
Yeah, for me, that's my side.
That's what we've been trying to get at, I think.
Yeah, you didn't know, especially Phil. He doesn't know that I talk to my kids what they're done on this day because I didn't show it, but I already did that because we are the mother. We are more cared on our childrens.
Communication is definitely the key, not only
Yeah.
between her and I, but
No,
you know.
even we live alone, no neighbors. Even no neighbors. The son feel ashamed lang in front of the mothers. Just like that. And also it's not the good way like you're going to speak on your son like it's on a high voice,
Yeah.
you know. But it isn't easier has the better impact of something is said.
Without pointing out a Filipino has done something wrong, is it not easier to try and show them a way to do something? If that makes sense. I do understand what you're saying. Yeah.
And thank you, I appreciate your explanation. Yeah. Sometimes we didn't show it. We just do it as, privately. When I discipline my kids, it's one on one and no one can explain calmly wrong and what is expected that we talk about it. My wife will continue going. Yeah, that's the right way. You're gonna talk to the kids one by one. It's on a calm. You need to be calm down, not in a way like you're so mad because there is become the tampo.
Yeah, you have to.
The tampo mood is coming.
They say the best thing for an expat to have when he moves to the Philippines is a lot of patience and alcohol. And it's very, very true.
And I have to let my wife know that it's
way more
never
patience.
more gonna keep bearing a dead horse to learn the lesson.
Clyde says, but isn't it easier or has better impact if someone is said on the spur of the moment? You did it now, you get told now. Yeah, that's the way we view things, Clyde. And I agree with that, but like Melanie said, you have to be maybe a little more on the down low about it. Maybe not, say anything in front of the whole family at the dinner table. Maybe wait and say something, You just have to be very careful.
You
They
just
get-
talk to them like you're telling a story.
They get very
Kinda
easily
like that.
offended. Very easily offended. It's surprising, really, how easily offended that people get here. MRJL, so blessed to have your wife. Yeah, me too. Especially now that we're getting so much better at doing this, Then I have to let my wife know that it's over. Move on. Do not keep burying a dead horse. Beating a dead horse, they learn the lesson.
Sometimes we are just like that. We are still remembering it after a years.
Yeah.
But it's really good to move on. What else?
Yeah. Golden boy, you'll be okay here. Just remember that it's a little more extreme than Thai culture. The saving face side of it, especially.
Sunshine Cooper. You, what's up, Philo and Melanie? Hi, Sunshine.
Yeah. Sunshine.
My wife was married to an American before me. He was
A butt.
So Mel, when Maddie pees on the floor, do you take her to a room and tell her and say that, no, it's different from the dog and the people, you know? Maddie is a dog.
Actually, Clyde, she's getting so much better about. Maddie's even turned a corner, I think. It's
She's different now. She's peeing outside.
yeah. No, Maddie gets scolded right away because very funny, Clyde.
When Maddie pees on the floor, I just let her smell the piece on her face.
Yeah.
I always pull them aside and hug heart to heart.
Sunshine Cooper, what's going on in the Philippines? I don't know. What's going on?
MRJ, I paid for the annulment. What's going in the Philippines? Nothing.
Just hanging out.
It's just a sunny one.
It's not raining, yeah.
It's just a sunny day. So hot. Ulam is off limits. She is my body. You can it's ulam talaga for Maddie. I need to change Maddie into ulam. Ulam! Melanie, what part of the Philippines are you from? I came from Mindanao. Yeah.
Okay, Sunshine. Thank you. Randy Woods, welcome to the chat, buddy.
Ulam treats me better than Rory.
Ulan treats me better than Rory.
How often do you take the bike to get service? How much does it cost?
Rory. It goes in every 1,000 for the first 5,000. It goes in. Suzuki wants to see the bike. Every 1,000 for the first 5,000. And the oil change is actually free. And I pay a small service charge of about, I don't know, 400 pesos, maybe?
MRG, her but whole hobby had to pay the child support. Yeah, that's what you got. That's what you need if you have a kids, diba?
Michael Cruz.
Rory Thomas, Mercury, we need to talk. About what? Hello guys, hey Philo, your, what's that? Colts kick my bills as yesterday.
The Colts, all right. Welcome, Michael.
So you know Zamboanga del Sur. Yeah, I know Zamboanga del Sur, but I never been there. But it's also a part of Mindanao.
Melanie's from Bukidnon.
And I'm from Bukidnon.
Melanie and Lutlut are both from Mindanao.
Oh,
Philly
why
Bryan.
would the woman here not try to go after the dead?
Because it takes money, Rory, probably, and they don't have the money to do it. Right? I've never heard of even one single case where a Filipina has gone after her ex-husband for child support and actually won and gets child support.
Are you talking about Filipino?
Yeah.
The Filipino fathers?
Yeah.
My reason is
there any...
It's up to the situation. It's up to your, what kind of father they had. Because there's a lot of father here is jobless. They can't even afford to buy some foods for himself.
Yeah.
So why did you rely on him to give some money for your child support if he can really support himself?
There you go. Fed up. I have not been to Melanie's hometown yet. No.
And I think it's really bad there now. It's not really the right time to visit my.
If we went to Davao, maybe
Place.
we would go to Cagayan de Oro or Davao.
If we're in Davao, we need to. I think it takes like 6 hours going to my hometown.
Yeah. I would go though. I'm not afraid to go to Davao.
That's what Rory said.
Or
No
Mindanao.
American that not, no American that not take care of their Pinoy kids.
Well, in America, it's almost automatic. Golden Boy, I don't know if all of Mindanao is under martial law. I know there are portions of Mindanao
Yeah,
that are affected by the martial law. I don't know if it's the entire country, or sorry,
the entire Mindanao.
the entire island, not country. You
There
forget.
are some places like what's the other one? There's a part of Zamboanga also
Yeah,
that affects the martial law.
yeah.
If a foreigner has a child or any man in the world should be held to support their child. I can't stand anything.
Yeah, in the U.S., it's very different. Did we make sure the gate is shut and everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in the courts though.
Randy Woods, my friend's sister has an American Filipino baby. American disappeared.
Filipino.
My friend's sister has a American Filipino baby. American disappeared and no Filipino will date her. Oh. Well, that's probably not the worst thing that ever happened to a Filipina. Filipinas love American babies. I guess it would depend on where she's at, Randy. Is she in the Philippines or
Rory Thomas. No,
in the US?
The Pinoy wife going after the child support from the American father. I don't see why they do not try to go after them also in US court.
Oh, so you mean Filipinos that are in the U.S., Rory, not Filipinos that are here in the Philippines? Because that takes a lot of money. That's not just something that happens. Ah, Cebu City. I got you, Randy. So what do you think of that? A Filipina that has a Phil-Ann baby.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's alone. She can't get a Filipino boyfriend because of the baby. Does that make sense to you, or do you think there's something else going on there?
Maybe there's something else.
Yeah. Melanie thinks that that's not really the case, that a Filipino wouldn't really care.
Mr. Rory Thomas.
Golden Boy, I
I
haven't.
don't see why they do not try to go after them or support in the US.
Yeah. How often do I play darts? Not nearly as often as I would like to. And I haven't played in a long, long time. I'm going to be playing in Angeles City here in a couple of weeks. I've got a friend coming in from California that loves to play darts, so he's made me promise to take him to where we can play darts.
MRJ. I paid for the annulment. Then I took the annulment papers to the US Embassy.
Yeah. Still money to do that, Roy. Penay.
Annulment in where? Here in the Philippines?
I meant the kids are here in PI. The kid has been registered in a U.S. citizen and used the embassy to get money from the father. Yeah, that might be possible, but is all those services free, Rory? I mean, you got to remember, Filipinos need money. You know, a lot of stuff takes money to do, so
Sometimes it's just a pride of being a Filipina. Like,
people have to eat, man. They'd rather eat than go after some father for money, you know?
yeah.
They'd rather have food on the table. That is a larger priority to them. And maybe a red horse.
Sometimes it's a pride. Like, they just wanted to tell, like, I can raise the kids alone. I don't need your help.
Yeah, Golden Boy, I might do that. That sounds fun, actually, to get a dartboard.
Still money to do
Yeah.
that, Rory. Pinay should Pinoy. There were a million fathers children to should free and the worldwide. I mean, the kids are here in Philippines. The kid has been registered in the US citizen. Ah,
Yeah, Rory, it's possible that the kids do have rights, but I mean, uh, again, it's a great question. It's probably
maybe
something.
it's a pride of a Pinay, you know. Like I don't need your help. I can raise my children. I can raise my kids alone.
You know,
Just to let you know,
I don't know if you're a follower, Rory, of Philly in the Philippines, but his wife is kind of in that same situation, really.
mm,
Hannah Grace is the child of a Westerner, and I wonder if you might want to ask her, maybe pose that same question to her and see if she had thought about doing something like that, or I don't know.
have no idea. Just asking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
Pride is
the
That's
pride, and also maybe we just thinking like, if I'm going to ask money from the father, he has a right to my children,
yeah.
and I wanted to, I just wanted to be in myself. I just want the kids on myself,
Well,
not
then
to share on the father.
yeah, and there's a point that we never even
You know,
explored.
it's a different, thinkers or different ideas of the
Maybe
mothers.
maybe the Filipino doesn't want the father anywhere around the kids because he was a bad father. So
You know,
if she makes him pay, then he has rights to see the kids. Then
Yeah.
and maybe she doesn't want that. Something we didn't even think about. Very good, honey.
it's more if not knowing what the rights of kids are. What's that?
If they are American citizens, then they do have rights. Yeah. If I ever meet you in Manila, Phil, and we play darts, I will go easy on you and play one-handed. Ah, very funny, Golden Boy.
There we go.
I'll take that challenge.
Rory said, well, kids are his as well. No matter how you feel about each other, those are still his kids too.
Yeah, then you get a 55-year-old kid to race in the Philippines. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the reason lang. That's why, we don't ask more money on the father because we don't want the father to be in my kid's life, some kind of like that, to be a part of it.
Michael Cruz, we gave up the barbecue business. It was too much work for too little money.
Like,
But we tried.
yes, Mel, then you get 55 years old kids to raise and Ricardo used to play darts 180. It's okay. That would fun. All subs go there for a dart tournament. MRJ, my stepkids have dual citizen. Oh,
Well, that's nice.
that's good. Slim Jim, probably the birth was not registered. If it was, the father would have to claim parenthood. A lot are not registered at birth. It
Yeah,
costs money.
it's true.
Sweet Perry, magandang umaga. Melanie and Philo.
Sweet Berry.
I am a big kid at heart. No.
Mel made Philo sick and they quit the barbecue business. No.
No, it's not my barbecue. We just go on another barbecue.
Yeah. If you're not letting the father in the kid's life, that is robbing the kid of knowing who the father is and making a decision if they think he was bad or not. That could be the case. You could be making a better decision for the kid than they're able to make on their own, too.
And also, maybe next year, he can have another father. And you will see like that's your real father. You know.
Mel is a good cook. Try a restaurant.
Oh, thank you, Mercury.
Thanks, Mercury. Red horse for Melanie.
Where do they go to play, Mercury?
Golden Boy, there's a lot of times there's like a little English pub here and there that'll have dartboards. Angeles City has 3 or 4 English pubs that have dartboards up. That's the only place I could think of where you would go. And I'm sure there must be 1 or 2 in Manila in different places.
Sweet Perry said, I think Pilo like chicken feet. Do you like?
No, I don't like chicken feet. It's too much work for too little reward.
My wife gets 400 USD child support. Has to be picked up at the embassy.
Nice.
I'm RJ. Fed up men never grown up. Oh, I will get hammered for saying this, Lord. Yes, I agree.
Oi. Not what I hear, Melanie.
Chismis dito. Joke lang. Sometimes it's true, Mercury, di ba? Just look at your neighbors here in the Philippines. They're doing the same. I am not saying at 6 years old, kid can make the decision, but at age of 15, they can have an idea if he hasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might have to bring a board over with me. Philo, have you tried the chicken intestine?
I have tried it before. Long time ago. It's okay. It's not something I crave, but yeah, it's okay.
You are doing right, Rory. There are issues in breaking up relation. Who is right? Yeah, who is right? Sometimes we are so right and sometimes we are so wrong because we're not perfect, di ba?
Yeah. It's a tough gig. You know, for me, I'm just thankful that it's getting easier because even 2 months ago, it wasn't as good as it is right now. So.
Edam said, chicken butt is good, masarap. Did you try it?
I think Brian and Let put the chicken butt on the map.
Randy Woods, what's everyone think? I really like the street foods a lot. I may be addicted to it over home.
Everybody's addicted to it, Randy. It's inexpensive. It's delicious.
Especially if you smell the barbecue while they're
Yeah,
barbecuing it.
it's very, very good.
There's a strong smell like, I want some, you know.
Here in the Philippines, you can
It's inviting you to have some.
have a beer and street food for under $2, and you're filled up. You don't have to eat anything more. For less than $2, you can't do that really anywhere in the world.
Clyde Seaside, we are men. We are always wrong. No, it's 50%. Mercury 3, I am just saying that choices made by the parents out of anger can hurt the child. So to keep feelings out of it, let the kids see what other parent is about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. I love the barbecue or the steak.
Yeah, I'm a big barbecue pork eater too. It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Could
We
have
always have barbecue here like 2 to 3 times a week in the house.
maybe it was the dynamite lumpia. No, I didn't have the. I actually ate, Clyde, on Saturday, which was the day after I was sick. Friday was the day I was down. Saturday I woke up, felt halfway decent, walked over to the market with Melanie and bought a couple of lumpia dynamites and was able to eat them. But it wasn't the lumpia dynamite because I got sick before eating that. My spot is an outdoor live music, 10 pesos a stick and 280 pesos for 5 half liters.
Red Horse. I always have 25
Sticks and a set of Red Horse. Shit.
That's a lot.
So 250 and 280. Oh, that's not bad. So $10, and you're
yeah.
5 half liters of Red Horse for 280. It's not too bad, really.
MRJ, my wife can collect for 2 more years. I told her ex-hubby he will pay. He said, I was crazy when they attached his retirement. Many times going home to the house after a night of Olongapo. Barbecue always my stop.
Yeah, that's true, Fed Up. That's true for all of us. We all.
Clyde Seaside just had his man carved. but Clyde. Mel, who is your favorite Pinoy actor? Mine is Coco Martin. Oh, the Provinciano. You like the Provinciano? Coco Martin. That's Mama watching. I like him too, Coco Martin. He's the most popular now because of the Provinciano movie. Every night.
Province movie?
Yeah, Provinciano. Yeah. It's it's Provinciano. It's an action. Lots of actions. You watched that before? They used the Louis Gran as Malacanang Palace.
What'd she say? What'd you say?
Pinoy actor daw. That I like.
Jeff Spicoli, hello.
I paid 1,200 USD child support for 10 years. Wow, that's good. 1,200. I have a neighborhood. I swear he looks like money.
Mikey Bustos.
Money Bustos.
Money Bustos.
Mikey Bustos.
We love Mikey Bustos.
Paano, is there a market for kalbo?
Puti lalaki stripper.
Is there any market now for a bald, white, American stripper?
Probably somewhere. Maybe in Olongapo?
The $10 is for me, and the wife, she gets unlimited rice for 60 pesos. Oh my God, only rice na naman. We love rice.
Yeah. Jeff Spicoli, hello again. Welcome.
I paid child support to my ex even though he lived with me for 2 years. I said family court and won but could not get the money back from Aswang. Where's the funny Mercury? Senator Gordon, you should know him from Olongapo. Gordon now.
Yeah. Clyde, I'll watch, ABS-CBN just to see if I can pick out words. Sometimes I can. I'm getting better.
Sometimes he can, especially if it's Tagalog.
Yeah.
Aswang. Which I am asking for a friend. Wink, wink.
I always watch ABS-CBN just to see if I can figure out what the hell they're talking about.
But sometimes there are seen like others, they're just talking English.
Helps train my ear too.
Aswang. If you watch it every day, you will learn.
Yeah, it's true.
But we always watch Netflix.
Yeah, we always end up watching Netflix.
It's just English movie.
We call the ex Aswang. She told the judge I called her that. He laughed so hard, I won.
Aswang. I watch Chinese and Korean shows and don't have a clue. Yeah.
Randy Woods. Chinese and Korean show. What city are you in, Randy? Did you tell me already? I forgot. I know we were chatting in my comment section, Randy. What city are you in? Are you in the U.S.? I can pick out a lot of the Bisaya, but if they start going too fast, I get lost. Yeah.
Same on the English word. Like,
oh, Randy, that's right. Sorry, you're in Cebu. You said you were there for 6 weeks. I remember now.
there is Tagalog on Netflix. Yeah, it's
We-
just one.
We've found 2 movies and 1 show that was called. What was the name of that show that was so good we liked it? Don't remember now. It was like a 10-part. Took place here in Manila.
This way crossed over there long.
Yeah, Melanie's
It's about drugs.
It's a drug show. Oh, Randy, you're retired there now. Okay. And why are you only going to be there for 6 weeks? Narco. I know, not Narco. What was the show? The Tagalog. It was just here recently, and it was super popular.
What's the other one, Maya? Is it Maya, the bird?
Yeah, that wasn't a very good movie, though.
Yeah.
The movie that's really good, you guys, is Metro Manila. If you've never seen Metro Manila, watch that. That's an excellent, excellent movie. Really well done.
When I talk Caloocan, I speak slow and clear without large words in English. The answer in Bisaya the same way, and I can understand.
Oh, Randy Woods, you've been in the Philippines
For
a long time, I guess, is what he means to say.
the drug show was about the Aquino family.
No, it was about corrupt police in Manila, in Mandaluyong. No, not Joseph in Metro Manila.
Yeah, that's Amo.
Amo, yeah, Amo. Thank you.
It's from Itsepec. I was Metro Manila. It is robbery movie.
Joseph.
Is it really robbery? Metro Manila?
Oh, Aquino family was a joke long.
We watched the show to love.
Yeah, Metro Manila. I thought it was really good. I can never remember anything like that. I'll watch something, and
Mercury 3, the boy sneaking out of school. Yeah, just to deliver the drugs.
yeah, he was sneaking out of school because he was a. Oh, we have to listen for the kids.
Yeah,
Our kids are half day all week long.
we should call Amo. Amo monkey in Bisaya. Yes, Amo.
Yeah, Amo.
It's Amo, and in Bisaya, it's a different pronunciation and different meaning also.
It was a really well done show. They used a lot of drone footage, and I thought it was really well done.
Some rap.
Melanie didn't like it at first because it was so violent, and it kind of portrays the bad side of Manila, but it's also the very real side. And she started watching it with me again, and then she started liking it. We got addicted to it. Plus, she's got some boyfriend.
And I have my boyfriend there,
There's a boyfriend on that show.
Ramsey. Derek Ramsey. Oh, so guapo.
See there?
Great series, yeah.
She has a.
Wait lang, I think I heard something. Yeah, just okay.
She has a boyfriend in there. Think the kids are home now? Hey, does anybody have any Melanie, I was not on Amo. Merc 3. I got hooked on Walking Dead. Yeah, I've heard that Walking Dead's really good. If I can remember some of the things that Melanie and I have watched. We've watched some really good ones. If I can remember them, I'm so bad at remembering stuff that I've watched. Does anybody ever watch Californication? That's a really good one. Also, a show called Weeds. Weeds is really good. It's addicting. Serious question. In the States, I would eat Skyflakes, lemon flavored, but cannot find them here. Rory, I've never seen lemon flavored Skyflakes. We have them at all the Sorry stores, but I don't think I've ever seen lemon. That sounds good, actually. Now that we're talking about Skyflakes, I think a Parmesan Skyflake would be really good, right? A Parmesan cheese Skyflake. Clyde Seaside, no, have not made it to Chinatown yet. It's on my list. Melanie and I are going to have to, with having the kids in school here, it's really hard for us to get away. The only way we can do something like that is when they're on vacation or, when they get out of school for the summer and we can have somebody come watch them. So Melanie and I can take off and go do something like that, like a day trip or an overnight trip. There's a lot of things that we want to do. I really want to spend some time in Rizal Park too. I've never been there.
You've been there.
Well, we walked through there.
You just walk in.
Yeah, but there's so many things to do there. Museums.
There's a Chinese garden.
Museums, gardens. There's a ton of things to do right in Rizal Park. They're looking for lemon skyflakes, lemon flavored skyflakes.
No, we don't have that. We just have garlic and onions.
Garlic, yeah, garlic and onions. Yeah, we always do that, Fed Up. I'm surprised that our resident chef isn't in the room, Mike Foodie, our Canadian resident chef. He always has great suggestions for different things. If we're talking about food, he'll tell us a better way to cook it or a better way to eat it. Or yeah, Rory Thomas, that's going to be a good movie. Now that's a Netflix release, isn't it? Or is that going to be the theater? That should be really good.
I think you mean Robisco biscuit. Try Robinson. Yeah, there's another brand, Robisco.
Yeah. Was lucky enough to get through Intramuros. We loved that. I did a great video on it. Quiapo. Yeah. All on my list, Clyde. We just have not had a chance to get over there, and now
you had break long.
Now with the kids being back in school, we're going to go to a little resort here. It's called Azure Beach Resort in Parañaque. It's in Parañaque, and it's a kind of a It's a condominium complex that has a water park attached to it. The kids are going to be out of school next week and the week after. 2 weeks of kids out of school. So we're going to leave and go take a trip. A little 2-day trip. Yeah, Randy, the city, Manila is crazy, but so much fun. You just have to learn your way around there and what time of day to travel, and you just can't beat Manila. It's so much fun. Filipino food is the best. Yeah, until you live in the Philippines, and then you get so sick of it, you crave McDonald's. Yeah, Randy, true. It looks really neat. It's called Azure Beach Resort. Recommended to me by a good friend named Eric from VideoLux, the VideoLux channel, if anybody knows him. Super affordable too, $30 a night for a giant condo, 2-bedroom condo. Yeah, I'm a big Manila fan too, especially once I reach my destination in Manila and I check into my hotel. That's when I really love Manila. When I'm not sitting in the traffic. You know, to be honest with you guys, we don't have a car and we travel there quite often. Melanie and I do for various things. We always vlog it, and very seldom is it a huge, huge deal. And you got to remember also that I'm traveling with a Filipina, so she knows. Melanie can tell when we get to a certain area, okay, we need to take the bus. Instead of taking the UV, let's take the bus now. She can just tell by the way things look where we're at. So, Donald Morabito, Morabito or Morabito? Friends of yours have no interest in the Philippines. um, I don't know, Donald. Are you a member of any sort of an expat forum like Philippine Addicts or anything like that? People that have interest in the Philippines? Maybe they would be interested in a channel like mine. There's so many resources on the internet for the Philippines, learning about the Philippines, joining expat forums. If you're familiar with what a forum group is, I was a member of Philippine Addicts for years before I came to the Philippines, before I came back to the Philippines. And it reminded me and made me learn so much more about the Philippines in general, the culture, the girls, their behavior. Sorry, I'm getting behind. I lived there a total of 4 years and 7 and never got hungry. Yeah. I wouldn't say that I get tired of it, but what I get tired of, you guys, is the rice and the same. Uh, I was talking to a good friend of mine who's Filipino, although he's an American Filipino. He's living here nonetheless. You guys know Tuk Tuk Cali, right? Tuk Tuk Cali. He was born in the USA, but he's living here now. And him and I agree on one thing. We ate very little junk food. McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, for example, in the US. But here in the Philippines, you crave it. Here in the Philippines, in the USA, it's considered really bad food. Here in the Philippines, you begin to crave that junk food because it gets you away from the Filipino food. It gets you away from the rice. It gets you away from, just, yeah, kind of, when you're living with a Filipino family here like I am, you kind of get into a little bit of I don't want to call it a rut, but Randy Woods, I agree with you. We are in no hurry to buy a car as well. Very good comment. Thanks for that. Merc3, great comment. Share it on social media. Yeah. Love it, 97. Yes, there are definitely Black Americans in the Philippines. Check out the YouTube channel, Dr. Mike TV. Dr. Mike TV on YouTube. Okay. That is a Black American going to college in Manila and vlogging about it. He's about the same size channel as me. In fact, I think we have the same subscribers. Dr. Mike TV. He just did a great interview with Rike from Life Beyond the Sea. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Paco Park and Malati Church. Yes, I've heard about those as well, Clyde. I also thought the cathedral in Intramuros was fantastic. Wow, what a history! You never see any in my videos. There's actually a Black American living here that goes to my gym. But maybe he wasn't there when I did my gym video. But yes, there are. Yeah, check out Dr. Mike TV. Love it, 97, okay? Dr. Mike TV, once again, if you didn't get that. Oh, Black Filipino. Yes. I've seen that one too. No, it's okay. You're not taking anything away from me. We vloggers, we tend to plug one another. So we're all out here trying to share the information. So, you know, if I plug somebody, then they're probably going to plug me back. It's going to come around, and we all share subscribers, and we become this big, this big Filipino family. Like we have a big Philo in the Philippines family. All the same guys come and chat every Tuesday or Friday. We don't know what day we're going to make it. Maybe we should have a vote for Tuesday or Friday. Does that make any sense, or does that seem dumb to you guys? I can't decide which day to do it on, but I only want to do it once a week. So maybe we should have a vote for whether we do it on Tuesdays or Fridays. Yeah. Rory likes the day that we are on right now, Tuesday. Randy Woods, yeah. The problem, Randy Woods, with being a YouTube vlogger is you don't have time to watch your favorite YouTubers. I often find myself missing videos of the people I like the most because I just don't have time to watch them. I'm too busy editing my videos and trying to pay attention to my channel and grow my brand name, as YouTube calls it. Dennis Brock is voting for Tuesday. We've got 2 Tuesdays so far. Maybe I should keep score. Wait long, Po. If anybody's interested in voting, I'm going to keep score. And if you're not, that's fine. I'm going to keep score anyway. I don't give a shit. Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday, Friday. So far, we have 2 votes for Tuesday. Okay, Rory. Rory, I got your Tuesday, and we have 1 more Tuesday from Dennis. So far, that's the only voters we have. Okay. You were scolded by a vlogger that you mentioned a channel on their live chat. Yeah, I don't feel that way. Fed up. How much are solar panels here? Good question. Clyde Seaside votes for Sunday. Okay. Randy Woods, Tuesday. So far, Tuesday is dominating the Philo in the Philippines live chat. Clyde Seaside, I'm going to give you a vote for both days, Tuesday and Friday. That still puts Tuesday in the lead 4-1. Golden Boy says Friday. Golden Boy, I'm using an Apple MacBook Air, so I'm using iMovie, okay, for my editing. HFX says Saturday or Sunday. Merc 3 votes for Tuesday. I think Tuesday's going to win, you guys, because we now have more votes than we have people in the room. Randy, okay. Interesting question. Now, how long have you been following my channel? How many phrases would you say that you have? Because I was thinking that I need to do one vlog where I review all the phrases we've done so far for the newer subscribers. Because we've done a bunch. And I mean, these are phrases that you really need and are super, super helpful. Oh, you've watched them all. Really? Okay, so then you have... Donald is also voting for Tuesday. Merc 3, yeah, I got you. You said Tuesday. I got you, Merc 3. You said Tuesday because Fridays could be missed if I travel for the weekend, like when you see me in AC. True. Okay, Randy. Well, you've got some good. I'll tell you what, Randy, and everybody else. I really need to sit down with my daughter's a very, very fluent English speaker, 15-year-old English speaker. I either need to sit down with her or Melanie and come up with more phrases because I'm running out. I've done so many phrases that we might have to switch to words now and just do single words, and then we'll combine the words with phrases. That way we're making full sentences because that's ultimately where you want to be. And the words are going to take us a long, long time. I mean, I have probably a 200-word vocabulary myself. Just 200 various Tagalog words. Words that mean bed, table, cup, saucer, plate. You know what I mean? Registered voter was a joke. Okay. Yeah, Randy, if you can learn those phrases, different down there. Although I have been told by a lot of people, if you can speak Tagalog fluently, that you'll be okay, even in the Visayan region. All right, so we've got 6-2. I don't think there's any way Friday's coming back. The live chat will be every Tuesday at 10 a.m. That will be the official day that we do it. So there you go. I will be going to Angeles City, probably on, I don't know when. 13th or 14th. The 13th is actually a Tuesday, so we might miss that chat, but that's in 3 weeks. It's no big deal. We could do one, a different day or something. We could chat that Monday or something, day before I go. And sometimes I might just jump in here, you guys. Okay, Rory, thanks for joining. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks, Rory, for coming in. Welcome back, MRJL. Gladly pay you Tuesday. Oh, Mr. Wimpy from Popeye. Merc 3, can I teach swear words? I want to send you my phone number. Oh, that's funny, MRJL. Just look for me under Philip Morgan. 2 L's on the Philip. I'll take a friend request from you. That's fine. And anybody else. I don't have a Facebook for the channel yet. I should probably make one. I just don't have one yet. I don't mind picking up a few friends here in the Philippines. Just look for Philip Morgan. You'll see a picture of Melanie and I, okay? Wearing red. Can't miss it. PHILLIP Morgan. Under Facebook. You'll see a picture of Melanie and myself wearing red Los Angeles Clippers t-shirts. Are you growing the hair back? I've never had any hair, fed up. If you're talking to me, I am bald. Calbo na naman. What I do is sound it out, Pookie, and then give the English translation. Pookie. Sorry about that, MRJL. I went back and looked on a lot of the because you told me that you had left me something in the comments and I could not find it, man. And then I got sick, and then I got busy vlogging and editing, and I just never found it. Still got side walls. I got a little bit, yeah. Only because it's growing back. I normally get the 0. Just shave it, man. I don't care. Rory means different in America than Philippines. Oh, Pookie. Yeah, MRJL. We can just talk through there. Okay, once you find that, let me open up my Facebook. There you go. Okay. Jess Barrett, there you are. Okay. I just accepted both of you. And Rory as well. Okay. We're getting shit done. There you go. Tattoo your head to look like a helmet so you never get stopped by the police. How do you say I need the CR now? YouTube put fed up in timeout. Dave's Life, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Merc3. Yeah, Gusto Co. CR. Bills means quick or fast. What did I miss here? I missed something. If you get the wife to smack the top of your head, your hair will grow again. I don't think so. Not in my case. I have I inherited this from years and years of ancestry. My whole family is. That's Mike Philippine from Philippine Dreams, fed up. Mike Philippine, he's on. Where is Mike now? Is he on Behole? I think he's on Behole. Thank you again, Merc3, for the super chat. Really appreciate it, buddy. Oh, Belize means quick and fast. Okay. Bacolod or Bohol? Well, he used to be in Iloilo City originally, but I know that he's moved. Randy Woods, there's a lot of truth to that, buddy. When we have a big party over here, because our karaoke room is in the back of the house, as you guys all know, all the guys just go out to the back of the fence and pee. Clyde Seaside, good luck with that. Thanks, Clyde, for coming by and giving us your input on different things. Clyde always has a lot of good things to say about the Philippines. Very knowledgeable person. When my wife has to pee, I'm driving Bill's Custo, Co, or Nah. See you, Dennis. Thanks for coming into the live chat again, buddy. All right, guys, so we are Tuesdays, okay? Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Tuesday wins. Dave's Life says, I get confused. I lived in Manila, but my wife is Visayan. You live in Manila now? Okay. I gotcha. No, they don't pee on the... Randy, they won't pee on the plants. No one's going to do that. Yeah. If you're in Manila now, Dave, where in Manila are you? I'm northern Manila, Caloocan City North. I guess we're not really considered Manila here, but we're more Manila province than we are anything. Caloocan North. Okay, Love at 97. Thanks for coming back. Or thanks for coming. Oh, you've been here before. Thanks for coming back. And we'll see you on the next one. Tuesdays at 10 a.m., buddy. Okay. Okay, you're in the Dave's like you're in the USA until December. Okay, gotcha. Red Horse does amazing things. Yeah, I know, but that Red Horse is going inside me. It ain't going on no pineapple, baby. Mama didn't raise no fool. I think Randy's talking about the recycled Red Horse, though. The filtered Red Horse, is that what you're talking about, Randy? Oh, you're going to be in Iloilo and Cebu when you return. Very nice. Two places I have yet to visit, Iloilo and Cebu. We'd really love to go. Would really love to go. Very funny comment. Red Horse will make you wear a lampshade on your head. Oh. Sprinkled filtered Red Horse, your alley smells like it. Oh. See, that's one thing I'm glad that we live, you guys know, where we live. It's a little more, you're not going to have that. Yeah. Okay, Fed Up. Thanks for coming to the live chat. Nice to have you here again, sir. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Huh? Oh, man. Yeah, I gotta. Is that Ilocos or Iloilo? I think it's Iloilo. Right? Oh, there you go, Randy. Yeah. It's that bad, huh? They're just people partying back there, you know? Are they just hanging out and drinking? Or, I mean, that's just nasty. The peeing in public thing is one thing I just, especially when there's probably a CR right there that could be used, right? I mean, it's a little disrespectful, especially in an alley where like kids walk up and down the alley and other people walk up and down, and it's just disrespectful. I don't agree with it. It's one thing to pee in my backyard. You know what I mean? That's one thing. It's not that big of a deal. It happens a couple of times a month. Actually, not even that. Once a month, we have a big party. I worked for a living, the old saying went. Yeah, Panay Island is Iloilo. Yeah, the walk through off the street. Yeah, that's just. At least there's somebody that's doing something about it, though. Because if you didn't, nobody would. And imagine how bad it would get over time. Oh, there's a lot of places here where they'll paint no dog shit here on the walls. But I mean, there's so many stray dogs. There's just no way to control it, you know? That's the one thing that we have here that I think is kind of bad is dog shit everywhere. Uh, uh, there's very little you can do to control it, though. Very little you can do because there's so many dogs that don't have a home. Yeah, and that's something you don't even want to confront, you know, Randy. You know, right? Because you don't know how it's going to end up for you. You don't want to. Bawal umihi dito. Yeah, you see it a lot. Don't let your dog shit here, or don't let your dog piss here. But with the number of stray dogs that we have, you know, you guys see my walkarounds. I run into dogs everywhere I go, and this is a nice area to live in. Imagine how bad it is in Bagong Silang. It's nice here. This is where people actually, not everybody cages their animal. You know, a lot of people have dogs that they love and take good care of. No throwing trash here. Yeah. Oh, they're not people that. Oh, those are just passersby. Shit, that's even worse, dude. You know, talk about disrespectful. Yeah, I feel your pain, brother. It's part of the. Yeah, pumasak, pumasok, pumasak dito. Yeah, we're very lucky, to live where we do. I'm very happy to be inside the subdivision and in a place where people care a little bit more about what's going on around them. They're not super engaged, but they're way more engaged than um, a lot of people are. Electric fence. Yeah. Oh, Lumi Henderson is still in the chat. That's what this says. She's awful quiet. Says Shirley's still in here too. Well, they sell off the street and piss and don't care if women or kids see or not. Neighbor ladies are complaining. Oh, they. Yeah. H is lurking. SREP. What's SREP? Oh, step off the street. I see. Yeah, so it's almost a place of hiding, is what you're saying. Or not, I guess. I don't see a lot of Filipinos hiding to piss. They seem to do it right out in the open. Imagine trying to pull that off in the USA. Got a sweep in here, man. Melanie's hair is everywhere. Filipinos, they got beautiful hair, but man, it's just everywhere. Yeah, different culture, no accountability. We could beat that dead horse all day, couldn't we, Merc 3? So our next video coming up is going to be about our Melanie and I's Phil Health adventure. MRJL has good news. Oh, okay. You're on an attached residence to a warehouse. Okay, I see. That's what I was kind of picturing, Randy. The situation that you were in. Hide in your CR. Sorry, I got a couple notifications that came in there. Some try to peek at my junk, so I hide good. Yeah, was that ammonia? Sprays Clorox bleach. He said he sprays Clorox bleach on it. But yeah, it's like you're right, it's like an ammonia smell. Wait until summer. It floats up at night. Oh, right into your bedroom window where you're sleeping. Hi, Nicole. Right on. Yeah, we got ours done too. MRJL. Melanie's going to go pick it up Friday. Melanie's picking up the title to the house. She's really excited after all the shit she went through to get it. That is good news. Okay, always fun. I will tell my guests to go shower. Always fun to patch your roof and find cat mess everywhere too. Oh yeah. The one thing that got me, kids pooping everywhere. They can't afford diapers, so to potty train, the toddlers squat and poop. Yeah, we've got one that does that right here in our own house, a 2-year-old. That just squats and shits wherever he's at. It grosses me out. I speak up about that, and I'm the bad guy. Yeah, that's true, Randy. Yeah, we have a young child here in this family that just squats and shits whenever he's ready. Doesn't matter where he's at. He can be sitting on the couch and just lets it go. I have made it very vocal that when he's here, he's to have a diaper on. I'm not going to have a kid shitting in my house. There's some things, culture or not, you've got to put your foot down to. That's one of them. If we have to go buy a diaper, we'll go buy a diaper and put it on him. I'm not having him shit in my house. It's ridiculous. This is a 3-year-old, by the way. He shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. It's bad enough when you're trying to house train a dog, which we're just about done. We've just about got our dog. Yeah, Merc 3, to be honest with you, uh, let's see who's still in here. I don't think Shirley or Lumi are here. Those are our two only Filipinas that I might offend. If they're in here, they're awful quiet. Uh, in in response to what you said there, Merc 3, it's really hard to find anybody that cares about anything here. Honestly, and I'm talking Filipinos. It's very much a Bahala Na society. Whatever. Yeah, it's very hard to find anybody that cares about anything, man. It makes you really understand why the Philippines is the way it is. After you live here, I'm coming up on a year. Won't be long. I've been here a year, and you really begin to understand why the country is in the condition that it's in. It's the people. That's all it is. The people need to change. They need to start caring about things and giving a shit. And until that happens, there's never going to be any change in this country. Everything's going to stay the way it is. That goes from the littering to the idea that you can't speak up about anything. You have to you can't point out that somebody's done something wrong. You know, the country's never going to change until the people are willing to. You know, It's sad, but it's true. And they don't understand it. But, I always go back and I have to take a couple of steps backwards every now and realize that the people in my family have never been in the military. They've never worked for a large corporation where there was structure, where you had big projects where you had to meet deadlines. So they just don't have any discipline. They don't know what it's like to have to be responsible. It's just the way it is. Yeah, Randy, I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah, they just don't know what it's like to have to, step up to the plate. They've never had to do it. So, and when you try to make them do it, they're like, offended. Yeah. Merc 3, I went from a phase where I was really trying to think I was going to make a difference here. And I almost gave up on that, but as I was telling you guys before, it seems like that, we've turned a corner here in this family. The kids are starting to understand me and they're starting to see that the things I'm asking them to do are beneficial to them and to their mother, most of all. Because all I'm trying to get them to do is help their mother out a little bit. Get off your ass and help your mama. Yeah, MRJL, yeah. And Randy, I'm ex Marine Corps, you know that. And I was also with a big corporation for 31 years, where I was in a leadership role most of that time. 25 of those years I was in a leadership position. So I know how to get shit done and I know what it takes to get things done. And I have that organizational mind where I know that if you're going to try to accomplish something, you do a short-term goal and you do let's revisit this in 2 weeks and see where you're at. But they don't think that way here. Filipinos don't go past 8 hours. So you just have to, like you guys said, you just have to go with it. It's the people are great. They just think differently than we do. The people here are great, and Dave's life says the littering shocked me, and my stepdaughter cried because I made her carry her trash home. Oh, you made your stepdaughter carry her trash? She must have thought you were crazy, a crazy man for doing that. Yeah. Yeah. You know, interesting comment, Randy Woods. I think that they've seen it trashy or messy for so long that they can't even envision what it would look like clean or why they would clean it up. To them, it's the norm, you know. I've told you guys before when we have a big party here and a lot of the little kids in the family are here, they'll go to the sorry store and get those 1 peso candies and they'll just throw the wrappers right on the floor of the house. They don't even think about using a trash can. And we've got trash cans all over the house in every room, but they won't use it. They just throw the candy wrappers on the floor. And even my kids do that. I've got them to stop now, but my kids were doing it for the longest time. They just don't care here. It's so weird. I don't know. Yeah, out the door onto the driveway. Yeah, I've seen that too. They'll just throw it out the window, and then when I'm sweeping up the next day, I'll see all these candy wrappers out in the driveway. Or you guys know what? We've got that long driveway on the side of our house. If we have a party and a lot of the kids are here, there'll just be candy wrappers everywhere. Oh, because of the cleanliness, Randy? Yeah. So you're a single guy now, Randy. That must be hard, man. I can't imagine how hard it would be to be single here, especially where I live. The girls are all so shy to talk to you. It seems like it would be so hard to. I know. Eventually, you would probably meet somebody, but all of the girls here are so shy to speak, especially to speak to a foreigner. Yeah, H effect. It's the same. Oh, you say, Randy, you say it's really good there in Cebu. Okay. Maybe that's because there's so many foreigners there already. I don't know. Or, you know, I know there's a lot of girls on the game in Cebu. I was talking about a regular working class Filipina, not a working class Filipina, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I've seen that too, Dave's life. There seems to be an effort to clean the inside of the home, but not so much the out. Yeah, I agree. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I couldn't imagine being single here where I live. The one thing is, though, there's just a ton of beautiful women around here. My God, it's shocking. I mean, it's the Philippines. There seems to be, 3 girls for every guy. It seems like the female population outweighs the male population in this country. I don't know if it actually does, but it seems like it does. Because everywhere you go, there seems to be a very disproportionate number of females to males. All right, guys, I'm going to call the chat. I am so hungry, man. I need to get some lunch. If I talk first, seems it is received well, if I'm respectful. Yeah, of course. Yeah. It does consider the gray, fewer men, so they act like dogs. All right, guys, that's going to conclude our Tuesday chat. I am starving. I have to go get something to eat. Thanks to everybody who joined the chat today. Merc3, Randy Woods, Dave's Life, H Effect. Who else is in here? Let me look and see. Clayton Stanley, Kevin Wallace. It says Lumi Henderson's in here. I don't think so. Rory Thomas is obviously gone. Shirley Pelez is gone. Anyway, thanks so much, you guys. We're going to do every Tuesday, okay? Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. And if you run across some type of an interesting story during the week that you can share with us, try and save it somewhere on your smartphone or bring it with you. Write it down. Bring it into the live chat so you can share it with us. Anything that's worth talking about related to culture, something that happened to you with a girl that you met, things of that nature, okay? Thanks a lot, you guys. And we'll see you next time. Bye now.